Good morning students. This video is for grade 6 subject science. Block 30 managing garbage. We are going to continue LP3 that is recycling of paper and LP4 minimizing garbage. So let's start students. The aim of this lesson is to explain the process of recycling paper and to explain the need to minimize the production of garbage. The keywords are recycle, reduce and reuse. Resources required are old newspapers soaked in water, chakla and belen, S3 of your volume book, notebook and exit content book. Students, what do our parents do with old newspapers? What do the kabadiwalas do with these old and used newspapers? How does recycling paper help in managing garbage? So students, just think and try to answer these questions. Let's see. Our parents sell old newspapers to kabadiwalas, and kabadiwalas sell this old newspapers so that they can be converted into new items like tissue paper and cardboard. Paper comes from trees and plants, and it's very important to recycle paper thrown away as garbage to save trees. Students, today we will recycle old newspapers to understand the process of recycling paper. Instructions for activity: squeeze the excess water from the newspaper pulp that was soaked in water. Put it on rolling board, that is chakla, and flatten it using a balen with rolling pin. Make sure that paste is evenly spread on chakla. Keep it near the window or on ground to dry. For performing this activity, students, you can pause your video, and when you complete with your all the steps, then you can again resume the video. Now there are some questions based on activity, and I hope you will be able to answer these after performing the activity. How did you make paper pulp? What did you do with it? How did you spread the paste evenly? And what will happen when it dries? So just see. We made paper pulp by tearing old newspapers into small pieces and soaking them in water for a day. We spread the wet newspaper pieces evenly on the chakla by rolling it with a balen. We observed that the paste turned into a thin layer at the end of the activity, and it will turn into paper once it gets dry. So by performing this activity, we can see that the paper was again turned into a paper, but in the some different form. Now, what did you do with the old newspapers? How can you use the paper that you made? From where do we get paper? How does recycling of paper help? How is paper recycled in factories? And what are some other items in the garbage that can be recycled? So let's see, students. We converted the old newspaper into new newspaper. This process is called recycling of paper. We can use the paper that we made to making greeting cards, egg cartons, cardboard, newspaper and many other things. So students, it's not necessary that newspaper can be converted into newspaper only, but you can make another forms of papers and you can use them in a different way. We get paper from trees, and recycling of paper leads to cutting of fewer trees, and thus trees are saved. Paper is recycled in factories using machines. While the process is similar to what we discussed in the activity. In factories, paper is soaked, its ink is removed, and paste is filtered, pressed, and turned into sheets. These sheets are dried and they turn into recycled paper. Plastic bottles, metal containers, old notebooks, glass bottles, and jars are some other items that can be also recycled. Now, why is it important to recycle items? How does recycling help in managing garbage? And how does it affect the environment? So students, recycling is a way of managing garbage. so it keeps the environment clean and healthy. It involves reusing old item in a new recycled form and thus reduce the wastage of natural resources. But at the same time, a lot of money, energy, electricity and resources are spent in recycling. Also, recycling plants cause pollution. So, recycling is both good and bad for the environment. Now, we will see how to minimize the garbage. So, before starting this explanation, try to answer these questions. What did we learn about the methods of managing garbage? Which method is not desirable for garbage which is biodegradable? So students, these questions are based on previous video LP1 and LP2 also. So think and try to answer them. Let's see. We learned that garbage can be either burnt or converted into compost or recycled. Burning of biodegradable garbage is not desirable because it produces ash, smoke and gases, which causes land, air and water pollution. It can be converted into manure or compost, which provides the essential nutrients to the plants. Paper is made from wood pulp and involves cutting down the trees. We need to recycle paper to save trees. Now, why do we need to manage garbage? So students, we need to manage garbage because large amount of garbage pollute the environment and it causes air, water and land pollutions. It also attracts flies, insects and other creatures which can spread diseases. It can also affect the human health. So we need to manage the garbage to make sure that our environment is clean and healthy. What are the difficulties involved in managing large amount of garbage? How can we minimize garbage production? So students, large amount of garbage need to be segregated as biodegradable and non-biodegradable before its disposal. We can't burn garbage as it releases harmful gases which causes respiratory problems and other diseases. All types of garbage can't be converted into compost and manure. Piles of garbage lying around spoils the fertility of the soil. It causes land pollution. And if it is thrown in the water bodies, it contaminates the water, it will pollute the water and poses a threat to aquatic life also. So it becomes very difficult to manage large amount of garbage. And the different ways to minimize garbage production are reducing, reusing and recycling garbage. So by using these 3 R's, that is reducing, reusing and recycling, we can control the production of garbage. Now let's see how we can do it. How can we reuse garbage? And what are the advantages of reusing garbage? So let's see students. Reusing means using items more than once. In our daily lives, we are reusing garbage in many ways. For example, every time we get a gift, we can neatly take off the gift wrapping paper and reuse it instead of throwing it away and buying new ones. Similarly, we can repair and reuse old electronic gadgets instead of replacing them with new ones. Reusing old and used things help to save resources and money. And by reusing things instead of throwing them away, we can also help to minimize the amount of garbage that needs to be managed. So it's a very effective method. If you are reusing the things which is possible, then you can control the production of garbage. How can we recycle garbage? Give some examples. What are the advantages of recycling garbage and what are some disadvantages? So let's see students. We can recycle garbage by converting it into brand new product. For example, we can recycle old newspapers into new paper like tissue paper or cardboard. We can recycle plastic bottles into brand new bottles or plastic mugs. Recycling of items such as paper help to reduce consumption of natural resources. Recycling non-biodegradable items such as plastic gives us a safe way of managing this type of garbage, which can harm the environment if it is not disposed in a proper way. So it's again very effective technique to control the pollution. Next is, what is the best way to minimize garbage production and why? So the best way to minimize garbage production is to reduce are usage of items. This is because other methods of managing garbage like reusing and recycling require energy, resources, and money. But if we reduce the production of garbage, these resources are not wasted. So, out of these three R's, if it is asked that which one is a very advantageous method or very useful, so that is a reducing the usage of the items. How does reusing items require money and resources? So, reusing item is not always possible and many require recycling, which is an inexpensive process. If we reuse things, we produce less garbage and then managing it become much easier. We also save many resources in this way. So according to the object, we should decide that whether we can reuse it or we can reduce it or we can recycle it, right? So just things we can do minimizing garbage production. So we should buy exactly what is needed so that we avoid wastage. Means we should purchase the things according to our requirement only. We should avoid use of disposal items like paper bags and use items that can be used again and again like jute or cloth bags. We should use items that can be recycled such as paper, jute bags, glass jars. We should repair old items like electronic gadgets and use them again rather than purchasing the new one. We can also donate all things rather than disposing of them so that they can be used by someone else. And by adopting these simple ways, we can minimize the garbage production. So ultimate thing is that students, that we should not purchase the things if they are not needed. And this technique, if we are applying in our life, then we are actually using the technique of reducing out of these three R's. So students, what we learned today in this video, first we saw that how the recycling process can be done, how the old newspapers or the plastic objects can be recycled and can be converted into another reusable items, which is called recycling. And the second thing which we discussed is minimizing garbage. So there are three R's: reduce, reuse, and recycling. These are the techniques by which we can control the production of garbage and we can control the pollution of our environment. Now it's a quiz time, students. How does reducing garbage help? What can be done to avoid wastage of polythene bags? So see this video 2-3 times and try to answer these questions and share with me. Students, you have to finish your S3 of volume book based on today's learning, and you have to complete your practice questions from your Exit content book. So thank you so much, students. Have a nice day.